From Lagos, the nation's commercial capital, this is the news at 10, live from Channels Television. Reporting tonight.
Hello and welcome. I am Olumide Macaulay. Tonight, the All Progressives Congress, the APC, gears up for the 2015 polls with registration exercise for its members. The people of Egon in Doma, Lafia and Nasarawa Egon federal constituencies reject the defection of two All Progressives Congress lawmakers from Nasarawa who moved from the APC to the PDP. The Northern States Governors Forum, NSGF, appealed to those behind the killings in Kaduna State to stop attacks on hapless individuals. And gun battle erupts before the elections in Thailand.
On Business News tonight, Bank of Industry and General Electronics announced plans to cooperate in creating affordable financing solutions for SMEs in the infrastructure sector.
Sports news, Nigeria Super Eagles settle for bronze as Libya shocked Ghana on penalties to win its first ever African title.
We begin tonight with politics, and Nigeria's main opposition party, the All Progressives Congress, the APC, have gotten off their marks following the whistle blown by the electoral umpire, INEC, with the release of the election timetable. The APC today in Lagos, Nigeria's southwest region, reeled out plans for the registration of its members, which will culminate in conduct of congresses. This, the party hopes, will help in resolving leadership issues it's faced with across the states. Meanwhile, the APC is still maintaining its opposition to the proposed national conference. Our political correspondent, Sheung Okimbaloye, reports.
When the marriage of the parties which now make up the All Progressive Congress was sealed, it was first not clear how things will eventually pan out for the major party. Now the party seems to be approaching its first major test ahead of the 2015 elections, that is, registration. At this press conference, the party is rolling out its plans. Registration of its members is expected to commence on the 5th and end on the 10th of February 2014.
What we are doing is that we have printed about 15 million forms. The registration officers will make sure that all the information on the forms are put on the register at the polling booth level up to the then from there they will be compiled at the ward level, local government level, state level, and then they will not be, all this will now be inputted into the data bank of the of the party.
The registration will enable the party conduct congresses as those who are registered will be able to serve as delegates where issues concerning leadership and public office ambitions will be tackled.
What we are doing is that we have printed about 15 million forms. The registration officers will make sure that all the information on the forms are put on the register at the polling booth level up to the then from there they will be compiled at the ward level, local government level, state level, and then they will not be, all this will now be inputted into the data bank of the of the party. Because if you don't have a party's membership card, you can't participate in the congresses. You can't become a delegate. You cannot have your man to become party chairman. And of course, party officials are very powerful. The delegates become the electoral college in some cases. Some of it's the delegates that will end up, electing the presidential candidate of the party.
Away from the party's preparations for the 2015 elections, the APC has not supported the intentions of the proposed national conference, and since the modalities were released, it appears the party still maintains that stance.
We said we did not believe the convener was sincere. We said we didn't believe that the convener was focused, and that we were completely worried why the convener, who all along had been against the idea of a national conference, just now turned around, and that the kind of national conference that we envisage is not the kind of national conference that will be ratified by the National Assembly.
The APC's table is full at the moment. With the registration that is in process, it may just be able to resolve some of the leadership crises rocking some of the state chapters of the party.
From Lagos State to Kogi in Nigeria's north-central region and the Federal Capital Territory, the APC has indeed had a busy day with the setting up of interim management committees there. The party insists that it does not have any internal crisis except for the teething problems associated with establishing a new party. Speaking at the inauguration of the party's Kogi State Interim Executive Council in Abuja, the party's national vice chairman for North Central, retired General Ahmed Aboki, said the party leadership is working to ensure that there is peace in all the chapters across the state. He adds that setting up interim management committees for all the state chapters to ensure proper mobilization is key, which is expected to commence on February the 5th, 2014.
Chapter of the All Progressive Congress drawn from the 3 senatorial districts to elect the party interim executive. The delegates voted for their preferred candidates for each position in the committee. 9 positions were up for grabs at this mini-election. The national vice chairman for North Central conducted the election and promised that all lingering crises in the state will be resolved.
There are some internal factions which I believe the best thing is to bring them into this headquarters, a safe and secure and a better environment, and in the presence of everybody, and especially you, the members of the press, to see that something is done the correct way, democratic way.
We are very soon going to constitute a reconciliation committee who are going to visit these people that are absent, and I believe by the time we talk to them, they will reason and come on board.
The surge is a lot, and so it's expected that we'll have some of these teething problems, but I believe most of them have been solved, and most of the states have inaugurated their interim experts.
At another event, the 6 area council chapters of the APC were charged to work hard to ensure a successful mobilization exercise.
You are not going out there to only invite them to FCT, APC, but to educate them politically, educate them about democracy, educate them the intent, the intention, the good meaning of APC.
The APC has set February 5 to commence mobilization across the country, and the success of the exercise may be an indication of what to expect ahead of the 2015 general election.
Now, it's one thing for politicians to move from one political party to another, and yet another for that defection to have the blessing of the people who elected them into office in the first place. Well, the 2 All Progressives Congress APC lawmakers from Nasarawa State who defected from APC to the PDP appear to not have the support of their constituency, as the people of Egon in Doma, Lafia and Nasarawa Egon federal constituencies have distanced themselves from the actions of Honorable Joseph Kigbu and Honorable David Emmanuel. The aggrieved constituencies say that their mandates were given to the door on the platform of the Congress for Progressive Change and not the PDP that they were dissatisfied with.
The defection of two APC federal lawmakers from Nasarawa State on the floor of the House of Representatives to the PDP has been generating reactions from the people they represent. In a solidarity message to the governor and the APC in Nasarawa State, leaders of Egon pledged their loyalty to the Almakura-led administration in a bid to mend fences ahead of the 2015 general elections.
We are not oblivious of the fact that the recent happening has severed relationship between us. But should we continue to live like cows and mouse with mutual dishonor suspicion? No. Should we abandon the seed we have planted? No. Should we abandon the house that we have helped to build? No. Should we abandon the food we have helped to cook when it is ready for eating? No. If the answer is no, then why turning our back against Almakura? Why is it that we cannot bury the hatchet and embrace it for mutual benefit?
Responding, Governor Almakura says the defection would not pitch him against any politician, noting that his policy thrust in governing the state remains the wish of the people.
Even without what you've said, your mere presence, the happiness on your faces, the comportment in your minds, and the free will with which you visited me this morning to pay me courtesy is enough for me to be assured of your commitment, your understanding and support. It has also given me a lot of confidence that with people like you here, Nasarawa has arrived as a very peaceful place.
The Egon tribe in Nasarawa State has been drawn in a long battle of controversies since the coming of Mr. Almakura as governor of the state. The defections have not made the political tension easier, but both political and traditional rulers from Egon extraction appear keen on making peace with the government.
In part two, after the break, the Northern States Governors Forum, NSGF, appeals to those behind the killings in Kaduna State to stop attacks on hapless individuals. Do stay with us.